Good evening. How you guys doing? I hope all is well. Welcome to another episode of Wine and FaceTime. It's actually episode 11. I couldn't get to this over the weekend. For those of you who know, I had a death in the family, and I just could not commit to being able to do it without having energy and, sleep and rest and all that good stuff. But I am here now. Thank you guys for staying with me. If you're catching this in a replay, please hashtag where you from, leave any comments you like at the end of this video. Really appreciate that. I'm gonna jump right into it. How to manage loss. For those of you who know, I just lost my grandma recently at 93. We all go through this, losing grandparents, great grandparents. It's a struggle. It happens to the best of us, but this one definitely hit home for me. Definitely had a special connection with my grandma. Definitely, am gonna miss her, and she had many of other grandkids. But if you know, you know. How do we deal with this? How do we go through with this? But first things up, before I get into any tea, if you're new here, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on your way in the door. Even if you caught this in a replay, please make sure you're liking and subscribing to this video. I'm into this channel. Leave me any comments you think you may want to ask about this video. Definitely do appreciate that. So the main topic tonight is how to manage loss. I am first not an accredited psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, or anything like that. There are no paid promotions or sponsorships for this video. I'm a regular girl from the Bronx. Welcome to my channel. It's Wine and FaceTime, episode 11. This is at NY Grapevine. So for me, definitely going through it right now. Having some sincere feelings, as far as how real this situation is for me. But this is what it is. RIP. Yeah, so as I was saying, RP to my grandma, Susie Ella Medina, just passed away this May 2024. Beautiful soul. And if you're new here are my social media contacts. Please make sure you follow me, subscribe, like my channel, follow me wherever you see me. Peace out, y'all. Thanks for that. And I want to send a special shout out to the whole gang. I am at 227 subscribers right now. That's real talk. That's real good stuff. Thank you so much. And again, hit the girls cash app. Show some love to the channel. Thank you guys so very much. So now jumping right into it. It's been real for me. I'm definitely trying to do the best I can. I'm definitely one that's used to distraction and isolation and things of that nature. And I'm trying my best not to do that. Hello, Jose. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Definitely trying not to do that at this point. I'm definitely looking forward to getting some exercise and some deep house cleaning on and some DIY projects. And trying to get some healthy, positive distractions going on throughout this time for myself. I know there are many people who have been through grief more than other people as far as losing lost loved ones, and for some reason some people just seem to have a rotation of losses back to back, and some people may become numb or just used to going through losing people consistently, so it may not hit them the same as someone else. And some of us just have tougher skin. Some of us just have great coping methods. Some of us just have great support to get us where we need to get to. So for each its own. But for me right now, speaking from my perspective, just talking about how I'm managing my loss, again with my grandma, RMP to my grandma at 93, just passed away this May 2024. And for everybody out there who's lost someone, whether it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1 year, 2 months, 3 days ago, no matter where the person was or how long ago it was, shout out to all you guys who are just, still suffering with the pain and the loss of that loved one. It can be very hard and difficult to get through the process, but I think, the best way to deal with these things is to have positive distractions. Again, exercising, cleaning the house, learning DIY projects, expressing yourself or venting, whether that's writing poetry or talking to someone who, was willing to listen and hold a lending ear or shoulder to let you cry. Those are great ways to express yourself, vent, release, relax, and, not go cuckoo crazy during the time of, so much pain and, emotions that, you cannot do much about. So that's definitely, one of the coping methods I would recommend, from me to you guys. I don't recommend, isolation, anger, violence, or any kind of low vibration frequencies, because that's definitely not where you want to be, where you should be, because that can definitely leads to other things such as, lack of grooming, lack of accountability, and things of that nature. So you definitely want to make sure you have an accountability partner throughout this time, someone that keep you, awoke and level headed on where you are, where you need to be. If you're slacking, where to check you and things of that nature. That's very, very important at this time. In addition to that, just making sure you're not going down the dark hole, the deep hole. That's super duper important. Whether that's a coworker, a best friend, a neighbor, a pen pal, someone who you feel is responsible and accountable and can help you and support you and be there for you throughout your times of weakness, despair, or whatever it may be that you're going through, where you need, someone just to be supportive for you, even if it's from a distance. And last but not least, time. I think time is very important as well. Giving yourself time to heal and process and move forward and not be overwhelmed and not be, rushing your process to happen in a certain amount of time to move on with life. Just understanding that, you need time. You need time to heal, time to grieve, time to process, time to, decompress, deal with your feelings and emotions, not necessarily compartmentalize your feelings and emotions, but, go through the rough patch and go through the Jones and go through the hurt and the growing pains of the process of, grief and loss and recovery and moving forward. Like there is no specific expiration date or time on when you should do it, necessarily how you should do it. The process looks different for everybody, but I definitely recommend doing things that does not keep you isolated, that does not keep you frustrated or flustered or, not, you know, getting some of it off of your shoulders, off of your chest, or off of your back, or off of your heart. Real talk. That's definitely a real talk thing. Like everyone definitely does deal with it, as Uncommon Sense what Jose and Negron just said. And while everyone does deal with it differently, it's definitely great to be able to express yourself however you feel comfortable, whether that's spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, however you want to. And again, some of us may have went through loss much more frequently than others. So this is all too familiar of a process, of a situation, of a hardship, of a feeling of, here we go again. For me, shout out to Unconscious for Holding the Grown. In 2020, he said he following. My condolences to you and to everyone else, as I said in the beginning of this stream, that's recently lost someone, whether it was 20, 30, 40, 52 years, 1 month, 6 days, whatever the duration of time it has been that you've lost this person. Shout out to you, and your family and how you guys are grieving. Prior to my grandma, I lost, two cousins back to back, who were definitely both under 35. And it was hard and it was challenging and it was not expected. And both cousins were healthy, in good health, and it wasn't expected. So for me, it hasn't been a lot of time that I've been, experiencing a lot of loss. But I understand people like Jose, who's in the chat, is expressing he's dealt with several losses over a span of time. So unlike him, I haven't been through the loss in that way, but I know there are people that have been through the loss like Jose, or even worse, losing entire families, such as some of the migrants that are migrating, losing entire families all in one setting, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles. And that's the sad thing. But we all experience loss. We all should be sympathetic, empathetic, appreciated, acknowledged, comforted in our time of loss, no matter who it is, how, deep or early the time is on the loss. Loss is loss, period. And like Jose said, we all deal with loss differently. But for me, I'm definitely trying to, make some positive, encouraging distractions versus negative distractions. What are some negative distractions? Not taking care of personal hygiene, filling in the slumps, having a pity party for myself, not wanting to do anything, not wanting to be socially active, not wanting to clean up behind myself or my house or, isolate myself. Those are some negative things that I'm not going to do at this point. But those are some of my comfort zone things that I often do when I'm challenged with something that's a stressor or a burden or feelings of overwhelm. That's something I would go to as a regular vice or clutch. That's definitely my comfort zone. But for the sake of my grandma, I don't want to do that. Um, Yeah, and it was real, I definitely thought my grandma had maybe 5 more years in her, so maybe 3 to 5 more years in her, so, but that wasn't the case, and, everything happens for a reason. But I definitely think it was her time to go, but, what can we do? That's what happened. Again, shout out to everybody who's experienced loss recently during the pandemic, prior to the pandemic, within the last 30, 60, 90 days, loss is loss, there is no fast cheat code way to get around loss. And that's just unfortunate. We all have to process and get through it the best we can. And for me, I definitely feel like, this one's gonna take a little bit more time. So again, if you're new here, please do me a favor. Let me know where you're from, what's your city, state, town, or country. I would love to get to know you. Be able to shout out your area and future live streams. And if you're not new here and you've been here for a while and you're looking for some interesting content, you're looking for something different, please make sure leave a comment at this video. Let me know what kind of content you're looking for anything. I really do appreciate everybody who's coming up, and giving this video feedback, shares, likes, and activity. Again, this video was supposed to occur this Saturday, but as you guys know, for those of you who know, I had a loss in my family and I was away this Saturday. And I was traveling, I was really tired and, wasn't in my best headspace and I just needed some rest. And I definitely feel like, I've kind of caught up on my rest now. So I want us to do this live stream for episode 11 of Wine and FaceTime. Wine and FaceTime has been, transitioning through many different phases. And this season was based on, how to do various things, how to get the job, how to write the cover letter, how to land the interview, how to use Chat GPT, how to do things you possibly may have not known how to do before. And yes, Jose, I do acknowledge that you talked about grief several times on your main channel. I definitely remember participating in the either the live stream chat or on the panel possibly, or in the replay gang. I definitely do remember you having some content on grief. I definitely do remember that and appreciate it. Definitely do appreciate that. It's so weird. I didn't even press that banner and that banner just popped up. That was extra weird. But yeah, let me guys let me know what you think about this video, about this content. Those are some of my personal ideas and feelings and emotions, on how to deal with grief. Again, if you're new here, follow me. There's all of my social media connects. I'm really grateful and humbly satisfied to know that at this point I'm at 227 subscribers here. This is not my main channel. My main channel is Dreadlock Diaries, but I really appreciate all the love here on the NY Grapevine channel, considering that I'm not live all the time. So peace out to all of you guys. Thank you so much. This was just me trying to catch up with you guys. Thank you guys for all the phone calls and comments and love about me losing my grandma. And if you made it this far in the video, please again share my video, comment, let me know something you like about this video. So peace out, y'all. I'm out. Definitely want to spend some family time with the family right now and do some catching up. It's been a long weekend and thank you guys for allowing me to catch up with you guys. So until next time, peace, y'all. Have a great night.